Welcome back to a new episode of our weekly DevLog format. We are Clockwork Origins, I'm Daniel, and I will tell you what we worked on this week. In general, we worked on two projects. We continued working on Elemental War Clash, our new Elemental War game. We started testing with external testers this week, and we tested ourselves and fixed a lot of bugs. And one positive thing there is that as we share our code base across our games, or parts of it, a few of these bug fixes also apply to our other games. So there's one performance issue we had with the path movement of the monsters. So that was very, very slow when there were many monsters. And Hexascape uses exactly the same code base, or the code for the movement, and so I could backport that fix. So this performance issue also is gone in Hexascape, and that code also is used for CyberTD, but in an adjusted way. So we always iterate over our code base for each game, and so that bug doesn't apply for CyberTD, and there anyway aren't that many enemies, so you won't notice. But in Elemental War Clash and Hexascape, you have plenty of monsters or enemies on the map at once, or it can happen, and then that was a big problem. Another bug was, or there were a few bugs that were Elemental War 2 related. So for example, the overlay when you hover a monster wasn't always placed above the monster you hovered, but instead of some you had hovered or selected before. So we also backported that fix to Elemental War 2, and there was another fix for Elemental War, even more. I don't remember everything. And there was even one that applies to Elemental War 1. In the background you see again some scenes from Elemental War Clash. I guess you will mostly see Elemental War Clash during these videos because it's our main project at the moment, or the one we have to work on most. And in random maps, when you have multiple paths, there was an issue that sometimes a wall was placed on a path. And that's an issue that actually, as the map layout or the whole map generation stuff is the same in Elemental War 1 as in Elemental War Clash, could also happen there. And so I backported that fix as well. So there will be some Elemental War 1 fix or patch in the future, but I don't know yet when, because I will continue testing and fixing bugs in Elemental War Clash and backport them to Elemental War 1 and Elemental War Clash and maybe other games, and then release a bigger patch and release a patch for everything, every fix. Then while we tested and worked on bug fixes, our artist continued work on the trailer, so that is mostly done now. I think I might have received in the meantime a new version to review. So he just wrote that it won't be finished today. So today is Friday. I record this on Friday and release it on Saturday. But we are very close. I think the end slate is missing, so the coming soon stuff and like that. And audio isn't finished yet, and maybe some tweaks here and there, but we are very close, so it will be done early next week, and then we can continue with the new Hexascape update. And as next week is the submission deadline for our regional funding from the Film Fancy for Bavaria. I fine-tuned our new application there. We have a new game concept we want to submit there. A pretty cool idea, I hope, and the feedback I got for it so far was also pretty good. So I hope that we get this funding and can work on it. Will be something different than we did so far. Yeah, but we probably can reuse some stuff again, and yeah, you will hear more about it when we get the funding. So these were the things we worked on this week. Yeah, next week we will continue with Elemental War. On the code side, I hope I can work on the editor next week. Then our artist will start working on Hexescape, I think. So we can finally get the new update out and then continue with the CyberTD patch. In the background you hear my frogs, I think. Oh no, they are too quiet to be able to hear them, or there's no input on the microphone. Anyway, yeah, so Hexescape, then CyberTD update, and then yeah, again Elemental War Clash, and yeah, more Hexescape, because we have still some things to do there for the full release, and yeah, porting them to consoles and stuff like that. That's it for this week. If you like what you heard, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, a thumbs up, and if you want to discuss stuff with us, talk about our games or other stuff, join our Discord, link is in the description, and then I hope we will hear you, or you will hear me next week, and I will hear or read some new nice comments from you below the video or on Discord. Bye bye.